Hello everybody, Brian G. Weber Photography here, sitting in my basement in a pile of camera equipment with a quick tip. You know what's awesome? Finding and taking pictures of cool critters. You know what's not awesome? Fiber optic cables. These things are pretty fragile. They cost like 40 up to $100 if you buy them from a retailer. They fail sometimes. They get internal cracks or whatever. For whatever reason, they don't fire your strobes. So you got to replace them at some point. We can do better than 40 to $100. So the purpose of this cable, if you're not familiar, is it is some plastic tubing wrapped around a little piece of fiber. And this fiber transmits the light from your camera's onboard flashing, or if your housing has a flash trigger, that shines light in here. This end is connected out to your strobe. The strobe detects the light and flashes and lights up the whole scene for you. Awesome. When it doesn't work, you get dark images, you get nothing. You get a bunch of noise. Lousy. So what we can do is, rather than buying one of those expensive ones, we buy an optical audio cable called the Toslink cable. It has a little end like that, little gold thing. You use it for home entertainment system. I have one to connect my TV back to my receiver so I can get my beautiful surround sound. They're not very expensive. You can get one for like $7 or $8 on Amazon. The one that I got is very long, so lots of opportunities to make cables. So what I did, clip the ends off, and then I had, from some of these cables, they have different ends on them. So some of them have like plastic molded ones that go on there, and those are difficult to swap out. But some of them come with these little caps with like little tiny screws in there. So if you loosen that screw, you can pop this off and then just pop it on a different cable. So I cut myself a length of that cable I bought, put the ends on it, and then hooked it up. So this is my housing. It's got two little holes for the flash triggers. So we'll put this back in there, awkwardly lean in there. The other end, it goes up around the arm and then down and then over to the front of the strobe. Okay, so this is where it senses the light, and that's what happens. So over here, let's see. I'll turn it this way. I have my two strobes hooked up. This one with the fancy, expensive cable. This one with my homemade Toslink cable. Let's see, this may just be crazy bright. Okay, well, I don't know. Anyways, I could see that both of them fired the same. You wouldn't know the difference. One of those cables costs $7, well, less than $7, and the other one costs like 40 or $100. So that's pretty awesome. And you know, I've got one working that the one replacement that I needed. Plus, I can probably make 3 or 4 more, all for, with that $7 cable. Pretty awesome. One more tip while I'm here. I just started using these little Velcro cable ties. They're useful for all sorts of cable management you want to do. I use them on my astrophotography rig as well. And they come in a big roll. I have this package. It came with 50 of them. I don't know how much it was. Not very expensive. I think we got them at Home Depot, and they come in this roll, and they're these strips that end up wrapping around themselves, and they just Velcro. So you can just use them to fasten whatever you need. Awesome for securing the cables, because otherwise the cables, you're sort of hooking them around the clamps, and it's just, they start moving around. Now I got it hooked up. Just goes right where my arm goes, which is awesome. So that's great. More critters, less cables.